What's going on, everybody? Viper Primer Axe here, aka Viper. Welcome back to the channel for another reaction video. And in today's video, you're going to notice that a lot of stuff is different. Well, not a lot of stuff, just my camera angle is a lot different. I feel like it gives me a little bit more room to work with, like this way. So yeah, take me getting some used to looking right there instead of right here. Like it's literally half a foot over. So, but without further ado, we have a reaction today, okay? And we are, at the time of recording this video, 10 subscribers away from 300 subscribers. 10. Okay, my goal was to get to 300 subscribers before the end of February. We have 3 days left. I know we can do it. So, and today we're going to be talking about the other video of the legend of the world of the legend of Vox Machina. Now, like I said, there's I believe it's a 7-part, right? 7-part series. Is it 7? 1, 2, 6. I think it's 6. And we're gonna go through each one. I did one the other day. I'm gonna do another one now. So without further ado, get into it. Oh, before that though, if any of you would like to send me a link to something you want me to react to for you, comment section down below. All right, let's go.
We're seeing these amazing designs coming in.
Rooms and taverns and courts, locations and color palettes. It's gorgeous. It's epic.
It's beyond.
The colors are beautiful, by the way, in the Legend of the anime. In the anime, or the show. I don't want to call it anime. My bad. I'm sorry. This show, it's the beautiful colors, gorgeous.
All expectations.
To see it all for the first time, I went and I sat in my car and I just started crying because I was like, I can't believe this is real.
Oh, it's fucking real, all right. Let's go.
The trajectory of this story over the years has constantly defied our expectations. The size and the scale of it has felt so large and sweeping to us in our minds. And so you think, what could possibly live up to it? And the team at Titmouse has really been answering the call.
Titmouse is one of the best animation studios around.
Titmouse.
Period.
I can't believe they got them on this. Yeah, I just looked over here.
Up the wazoo. They've worked on funny shows, dramatic shows. They've done it all.
Yep.
It truly feels like a company made of nerds. Just like our company.
Pretty much
we
is.
Instantly felt a kinship and a shared language. It kind of lowered the barrier to entry.
The people at the top who define the culture and the attitude of the studio are themselves huge nerds, super into this stuff. And not just for me, but for them, this is kind of the dream project because we're sort of living out our dream of finally getting to create this type of property.
They aren't wanting to take, something that we've created.
Which is the coolest thing in the world, that them saying we haven't really found our goose egg, our golden goose egg, so to speak. For Titmouse to say that on a brand new series built from the ground, underneath the ground up, from a bunch of nerds, like they said, geeks, nerds, playing D&D in their living room, to actually come together and make it a show. That, again, this keeps getting better and better. I just keep getting surprised every single turn about these people, about the Critical Role, about the critters, everything. It's nuts.
And turn it into something completely different. They want to honor what it was that we did.
Everyone else seems genuinely as excited to be a part of this as we're excited to have it happening.
Yeah, which is the coolest thing in the world.
I'm proud to count myself among the critters. I was one of the 90,000 to back this project in the first place. I had no idea I was going to be on it.
I remember very distinctly
That's fucking cool.
Getting my eyes on some of Arthur Loftus, our art director's first background pieces.
Oh, that's so cool.
Not only is he a professional artist and designer, he's also a big Critical Role fan. So the fact that I'm sorry, I know I keep pausing, but I want to get my input into this too. Having somebody work on your animations is one thing, especially if they love doing it and they and they're the best at it. But to have the person work, the director or whatever, be a fan and being the first 90,000 people to back this project is astounding. Imagine how he's feeling right now. how he is feeling. He's just like, oh god, I've got to make this perfect. I got to make this great. I love this. And like he already knows. So to have someone already know what all this is all about, it makes it that much better. That way the Titmouse and Vox Machina, the crew, the critters, well, yeah, can mesh together. It's astounding.
You've got somebody who really knows
they
the
ran
show,
into
who's
that.
designing things even down to minute detail. Like even Matt Mercer's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, but Arthur hasn't forgotten about it. Like he's put it in the show.
A fan does not forget anything.
And that's something you just don't get
See?
in any animated series. Usually the executive producer has to explain to the art
Yes,
director
yes.
the feeling that he's trying to evoke or she's trying to evoke. But Arthur knows that
Arthur,
feeling
thank you.
because he watched it live.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Vision does come from Arthur, but then what I add to it is, you know, how to make the world seem really alive and believable. My role as supervising director is to really coordinate and work with the story team. We're literally translating idea into visual and finding opportunities to really push.
That's cool. Look at that. That's freaking cool.
Feel that much more integrated.
Sunjin works on all the episodes, and he's got the big picture, the 10,000-foot view about where the story is going over the course of the season, where the story is going over the course of the series.
He is so dedicated to making sure that it feels right for The Legend of Vox Machina.
I have never felt more confident in letting other people handle a vision of mine than already seeing what they're doing with it, the whole team.
That's so cool that you can actually just like let it go.
That we explored in
you know,
the original Vox Machina campaign that we played through live. Locations like Iman.
Iman is very much the central fantasy metropolis of this continent, at least from a human society standpoint. And so these first episodes really kind of introduce us to that place.
The initial sketches that Arthur did of Iman were so striking.
Oh,
and so
look at that. Just a sketch.
Scale
Oh.
and scope that we had to go back
That,
and look at Matt's original.
I'm sorry, hold on. Look at this shot. Even at it, just not even finished product, and it's fucking beautiful. Oh my god, dude. Everything about
drawings and be like, is this right? Does this match? And it does. He took what Matt did on a 2D piece of paper and turned it into a 3D
model. Yeah.
I think when you think of Iman compared to other fantasy cities that you know, like Rivendell, there's going to be a certain familiarity to Iman because it's kind of like.
Sorry, I keep looking over at my OBS.
There are elements to it that I think everyone can recognize.
Stylistically, we just wanted to give people a nice way to sort of slip into this medieval fantasy world without being too challenged with the weirdness of like all the other stuff that's going to come later.
Beyond Amon, there are a few locations that we get to explore in the animated series first season. Early in, we get to visit the Shale Steps, which is a place that was not seen in the campaign streamed-wise. It's a coastal fishing city among a unique-looking cliff range that itself looks like waves frozen in the motion of crashing onto a shore.
And then Vox Machina, as you know, makes a journey from Amon to Whitestone.
Whitestone.
And even the journey that they take, Arthur has
I gotta rewatch it again.
Again, early maps that Matt drew up and turned them into real places with transitions from forest to desert to jungle to mountain.
We're looking at different landscapes existing in the real world, taking ideas from each of them and sort of assigning them locations within the critical role world. For example, when we get closer to Whitestone, things look a bit more like Yosemite. It's the Alabaster Sierra, so we picked from
that makes sense. Okay.
Sierras and those shapes and the way the trees look and the way the vegetation spreads across.
I didn't even notice that. That's crazy.
Our other large location for season 1 is going to be Whitestone.
Yes, it is.
The architectural language we really wanted to play with and make sure that it felt authentic.
He went back into the history of the world and the history of the continent and thought, if people had sailed here via boat, what would their architecture look like?
So all of our buildings kind of have this feeling of like a ship's bow coming out of the ground. All the rooftops have sort of that.
I didn't recognize that.
Ship's hull sort of shape to it.
And that's something that none of us would have ever thought of, not even Matt, really.
You can't really mention the city of Whitestone without mentioning the Sun Tree.
The first time I saw the Sun Tree, it was so
epic.
I've seen some fantastic iterations of the Sun
Wow,
Tree.
look at that.
What Arthur dropped on us the first time that we saw the Sun Tree literally made our jaws drop.
I'm personally more a fan of the small moments, so Gilmore's goods.
It's something that we've pictured in our head for so long of what Gilmore's glorious goods looks like. There's so much detail. It's
I love
very
Gilmore.
specific. That was another thing that kind of took me by surprise, is sort of the work that everyone put in to understand the world that we've been playing in for the past 5 years. And it's beautiful. It's so good.
All of our locations are very unique from each other, and we've gone to great lengths to make sure that every element we include in every scene really expresses the world as clearly and takes it further than whatever we were originally seeing in the stream online.
You really feel like these are drawings of real places and not just a quick sketch of a random temple.
No, it looks gorgeous.
There are a bunch of just words describing characters in a story. Then we start to try to visualize it with Arthur and his team.
It's a multi-stage process. We start with storyboards that we're working off of that sort of give us an idea what the shot is, where characters are going to be standing, and what the general action of the scene is. And then a background designer is going to take that storyboard and just really flesh out the composition, figure out what design elements we want in there. A background painter takes it next, adds lighting. That lighting is basically used to enhance the storytelling moment.
A really good background by itself without anything else evokes emotion. It tells you instantly what the scene is going to be like.
It's a lot like a DP for live action. You're trying to express what the story is telling you through light and color.
When it comes, not even just
Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, yeah.
film in
I can see
general,
that.
Framing is everything. Wherever you place your characters and wherever you place your action is going to have an intense impact on how the audience feels and how the audience relates to what's happening.
Yeah.
It's wild to do all these different things and then have them slowly converge.
Yeah, because if you walked into,
one final
if you were walking with the characters and you walked into a tavern and it just wasn't really vibrant, wasn't really, you know, like what they're talking about. Again, I don't know anything about it. You know, I'm not smart, not editor smart, whatever. But you can just tell that there wasn't a whole lot of work done, and it gives you blah. Like for instance, Boba Fett, Star Wars Boba Fett and Disney Plus. No, not hashtag sponsor, by the way. There you saw some 2x4s in there that of the buildings they built, and yeah, that's not good to me. That's just laziness. So, like, if you're really into a show, like a cartoon show, anime show, even a movie, a live action show, and you can just really pinpoint, oh, that's messed up, that doesn't look good, that doesn't look real, you know, like that kind of stuff. And I feel like Titmouse is always taking extra special care of that. So, and of course, yours truly.
piece of media.
We have many, many more months of production ahead of us.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty of it.
It's a never-ending circle of work and creativity and energy that's going into the series.
Finally, all of this work, it's all come to fruition.
We are really trying to elevate ourselves to create an animated show that even we've never done before.
I think the fans and critters are going to be
Kickstarter. I still need to watch this.
Seen nothing yet.
No, dude, it's you guys are nuts. Yeah, this is again already on Amazon Prime Video movie. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored, by the way. So, yeah, no, I am super stoked to be a part of this. To be part of the family, to be part, because again, everybody has been so welcoming in the D&D world, critters world, and they've already welcomed me into it. And again, it's so amazing. Nothing is as it seems, and nothing is ever dull, it feels like, especially coming from somebody being new in this realm, this world, this amazing, bizarre, but fun world of Vox Machina and D&D, or critters, all that stuff. Just
amazing. So, but yeah, if you guys like the reaction and you want to see more of it, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, share it with a friend. And again, 10 subscribers away, 10 from 300. The goal is 300 before the end of February. Let's get there together, and I know we can. So, till next time, guys. Peace.